Hi guys, I'm Jordan from Norwich Camping and Leisure, and we're beside the new Kamado Joe Kettle Joe. So this is Kamado Joe's sort of budget kettle style. So rather than the ceramic grills that they're amazing at doing, they've brought down the budget a little bit for everyone, and produced it in an enamel steel kettle style. So sort of taking on the Weber kettle really, but obviously with a lot more Kamado Joe features in it for obviously a better cooking experience, including obviously the shelves and a nice cart as well. So yeah, the shelves are steel, they drop down like so. So if you put your cover on or you want to put it away, they drop down quite nicely. You've got handles on the sides as well if you did want to lift it and move it. Nice solid shelf as well with wheels, so you can move it about. Obviously at the bottom here we've got our ash catcher. Okay, so if you pull this out in here, we've moved that over now. There's where all your ash will be, so you can get all the ash out. One mistake we did make when the guys built this is they built it with the logo the wrong way around, so we need to twist the grill or the cart the other way around, so maybe don't make that mistake if you haven't built it yet, but easy to rectify that anyway. So on the top here we've got our thermometer, our air control. So with the grate at the bottom, you'll obviously have that open or closed. So obviously if I close that a little bit, that's obviously drawing air through the grill, and then obviously you'll have the air flow in here as well. So that will control your temperature. Then you can see what temperature you're doing on your gauge here. As we open the grill, we've got our slow roller in here and our cooking grate. So these are the cooking grates on top here. And then we've got our slow roller, which is, if I take the grates off a second. So this is how you'd cook if you wanted to smoke or do indirect cooking, because you're not over the top of the flame. So the flame would or the heat would hit this area here and come through these gaps and sort of smoke your food that way. So if you take that out, we can then cook direct with that in if you wanted to. So you could pop those back in and you'll be quite a way off the coals. Or you can take that off and you can cook straight over the coals this way. So we can lock that in there. Actually it would be the other way, it'd be like this way. Because of these little knobbly bits here, that stops the grills moving. So that's how you'd cook on that surface area. There's a couple of accessories which we can obviously adapt to this from their previous grills. So I've got the reversible griddle. So if you wanted to cook on a reversible griddle, this is the one from just the normal classic size. So you could just rest that on top of the grills and use that the same way you would on another barbecue. Or you've got the reversible side like so. And if you wanted to do a bit more indirect cooking or have a 2-layer system, you can drop these down. So we can, I think we can get, what do? We go, you can have this one in here, like so. So that's the ceramic plate from the Big Joe. So say you wanted to cook sort of, we'll go this way around on this one. Say you wanted to cook over the top of the coals, do your steaks this side, and then you wanted to do some vegetables that side, which is indirect, or just use that side as a warming area. You've got that option if you bought the ceramics from the Big Joe. So loads of different options of cooking, very versatile. So it's really, really good that all these, Kamado Joe thought of all these features. So what's amazing about this is we have our charcoal basket. So this is where our charcoal sits. Okay, so you put it in here. What they've done is they've still added the ceramics because they know ceramic works so well in their other grills. So they've added the ceramics into their barbecue here, which are just in place like so. These hold their heat better, and even once your coals are gone out, these will still hold their heat, so you can contain a consistent temperature inside your grill, which is pretty key. So as we lift the charcoal basket up, this is where you'd shake out all your coals once you've done with it. All your big coals will stay in here and all the little stuff will fall through, and then you can clean it out at the bottom there, out of your ash catcher. So it's nice that you've obviously got the two options. I must say actually we had that in that height there, but you can also drop it down a bit more. Ooh, no, we had it there. There we go. Sorry, we had it that high, didn't we? So loads of different options of cooking. Actually, we have dropped that down lower. So if you want to drop it down there, you can actually have a cooking grate right over the top of the coals, and you can have it a little bit higher, like so. So you've got two heights of different cooking there, and then again, if you want to put the ceramic plate in there, you've got the indirect side as well. So obviously all of this, because we've took out the slow roller, this hood is actually sitting up a lot higher, as you can see. So as I spin it round, on the side here, we've just got a little screw here. So we undo that, and we pull this pin out, and the grill should drop down, and then we can lock that up. And as simple as that, you have got your lid at the right height for cooking down there. So as far as kettle grills go, that seems to be the most versatile one on the market. Obviously with the two different cooking heights to be able to add the slow roller in. Lots of different cooking heights with your accessories, with your grates, obviously with your charcoal basket to shake it out. But yeah, that's the Kettle Joe. Obviously if you want to see some more details on these, or check out our videos of the ceramic grills that we've done, obviously get in touch, come in store, come speak to us, and thanks for watching this video.